Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel to get your daily Bible verse and Bible chapter. I hope you have a great day and come back each and every day for a new verse and a new chapter. Thank you and God bless. 2 Kings 3. Joab of Israel. Joram, son of Ahab, began his rule over Israel in Samaria in the 18th year of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah. He was king for 12 years. In God's sight, he was a bad king, but he wasn't as bad as his father and mother. To his credit, he destroyed the obscene Baal stone that his father had made. But he hung on to sinful practices of Joram, son of Nebat, the ones that had corrupted Israel for so long. He wasn't about to give them up. King Mesha of Moab raised sheep. He was forced to give the king of Israel 100,000 lambs and another 100,000 rams when Ahab died. The king of Moab rebelled against the king of Israel. So King Joram set out from Samaria and prepared Israel for war. His first move made to send a message to Jehoshaphat, king of Judah. The king of Moab has rebelled against me. Would you like to join me and fight him? I am with you all the way, said Jehoshaphat. My troops are your troops. My horses are your horses. Which route shall we take? Through the badlands of Edom. The king of Israel, the king of Judah, and the king of Edom started out and proved to be looping detour. After 7 days, they had run out of water, and both armies and animals. The king of Israel said, "Bad news. God has gotten us 3 kings out here to dump us into the hands of Moab." But Jehoshaphat said, Isn't there a prophet of God anywhere around through whom we can consult God? One of the servants of the king said, Elijah, son of Shaphat, is around somewhere. The one who is Elijah's right-hand man. Jehoshaphat said, Good, a man we can trust. So the 3 of them, the king of Israel, Jehoshaphat, and the king of Edom, went to meet him. Elijah addressed the king of Israel, What do you want and I have in common. Go consult the prophet of prophets of your father and mother. Never, said the king of Israel. It's God who has gotten us into this fix, dumping all three of us kings into the hands of Moab. Elijah said, as God of angel armies lives, and before whom I stand ready to serve, if it wasn't for the respect of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, I would not have given you the time of day. But considering, bring me a minstrel. When a minstrel played, the power of God came to Elijah. He said, God's word, dig ditches all over this valley. Here's what will happen. You won't hear the wind, you won't see the rain, but this valley is going to fill up with water, and your army and your animals will drink their fill. This is easy for God to do. He will hand over Moab to you. You will revenge the country, knock out its fortunes, level the key villages, clear out the orchards, clog the springs, and litter the cultivated fields with stones. In the morning, it will be at your hour of mourning. Sacrifice, the water had arrived. Water pouring in front of the west from Edom. A flash flood filling the valley with water. By this time, everyone in Moab had heard that the kings had come up to make war against them. Everyone who was able to handle a sword was called into service and took a stand on the border. They were up and ready early in the morning, when the sun rose over the water from where the mobile stood. The water reflecting the sun looked red like blood. But blood, look at the blood, they said. The kings must have fought each other. Bloody messenger. Go for the Lord. Loot Moab. When Moab entered the camp of Israel, the Israelites were up on their feet, killing Moabites left and right. The Moabites running for their lives. Israelites relentless in pursuit. A slaughter. They leveled the towns, littered the cultivated fields with rocks, clogged the springs, and clear cut the orchards. Only the capital hillside was left intact. Throne and flung rocks. When the king of Moab realized that he was fighting a losing battle, he took 700 swordsmen to hack a carrier past the king of Edom, but they did not make it. Then he took his son, his firstborn, who would succeed him as king, and sacrificed him on the city wall. They set off furious anger against Israel. Israel pulled back and returned home. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than people. Remember that the Lord will give you an inheritance as your reward. And that the master you are serving is Christ. Colossians 3:23 and 24. Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than people. Remember, the Lord will give you your inheritance as your reward. And the master you are serving is Christ. One of my favorite verses is Philippians 4:13, and it says this: I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If you have your own favorite verse, please put that down below and let me know what it is. And remember to smile, because you never know what a smile can do for someone's day. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you for watching today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can remember to watch each and every day's video. Thank you for the ones that have been with me from the beginning. Please help me expand my ministry. Thank you, and God bless.